guys, I'm going to do more fanfictions. I'm a fanfiction lover, I don't know why. But I have nothing else to say. But I'm just gonna read this fanfiction on my DS. Yes, I got internet on my DS. Let's get started. I don't know what to do. I whimper, curling up tighter in my cage. My name is Gavin. Well, that's what my master named me. And I don't actually know how I got here. I don't know anything outside of this cage. 2 rooms in the building I'm in. The building's windows were completely black, so I don't know where I am or what world looks like. I've been here for as long as I can remember. I've never seen the outside, never eaten a good meal. I've never had a life. I am also dog hybrid. A border collector, I think was what Master called it. I tried backing further into the cage, but it was a simple dog cage. I could barely fit in here. My master smirked at me when he bent down to the cage's level. I hated him. I was terrified of him, and I hated calling him master. But if I didn't, let's just say the punishment is not pretty. Oh, dang! What is that? Dang! Such a good little puppy. Master undoes the lock on the cage and stands up. Out. I hesitantly do as told, crawling out, standing, my ears pressed against my head and tail between my legs. I followed him through the halls. I knew exactly where he was taking me, and I was freaking out. The space between the building's windows were large, and when I saw one coming up with a crack in it, I had a crazy idea. When we came to the window, I hesitated but stepped to the other side of the wall and charged for the window. I didn't know how high the building was when I was inside, but now falling, I was 15 feet from the ground. I groaned and coughed when I fell on the ground hard. I slowly turned off my back and stood, my back feeling almost destroyed. I heard the guards started to look for me, and I raced off into the forest. I didn't care where I was going. But I didn't care. Anything was better than that hellhole. I don't know how long I was running, but it was night. I yelped when I tripped over a log. When I finished getting across the ground, I looked over a hill and wanted to just keep running. I held my breath when I saw other buildings. I didn't know if it was the same as the one I was in, or if the people would be like that man. I didn't care at this point. I just continued running. I ran to the closest building and squeezed through the space between the fences. I looked around the area. It was okay looking. I noticed a little house, a little steel building in the corner. Maybe I could just sleep there for tonight. I can't run anymore. I walked into the little steel house, happy to find a door unlocked, and I walked in, shutting it behind me. The place was a bit of a mess. Things just looked like they were chucked around. I noticed a little cushion under a desk. I crawled to it, curled up on the cushion, and quickly falling asleep. I know, Griffin. I take Miles to school. After, just go to work. I jolted awake when I heard someone yelling. It sounded like they were right outside the door. Before I could even try to run, the door was open. I tried curling up against the corner between the desk wall. I watched a man walk to what looked like a lawnmower, but as soon as he turned around to walk out, he stopped. I couldn't see past his shoulders since the desk was blocked it. Please do something else. Please do something else. Who are you, and what the fuck are you doing here? I froze. He saw me. What am I meant to say? What do I do? If I were you, I'll be scared as shit and, like, out of there. That's what I'll do. I didn't have any time to answer. Before he was bent down beside the desk, I pushed my ears against and my tail wrapped around my leg when I couldn't curl it between my legs. As soon as he saw me, his eyes looked like they were about to pop out of his head. What, who, or what are you? Is being a Hydra normal? Is not normal? But there were so many in that hell. I stayed all my life. I couldn't answer. I just went and I pushed further against the corner. Okay, I'm sorry I scared you. He reached a hand towards me and I flinched away. I won't hurt you, I promise. Come out. Are you hungry? Food. Hesitantly, I crawled out, the man moving further back to give me space. He reached towards what looked like my head, and I flinched back, pressing my ears against my head. At what he snapped his arm back and signed, the mowing can be done later. Come inside, I'll give you something to eat. And he walked out. I followed. Be careful not to fall in the pool. I tilted my head slightly. What was a pool? He didn't seem to notice my confusion and continued walking, so I just followed. Maya, go to your room. You're not going to school today, so I call your mother. The man suddenly yelled, and I hid under a bush. I whimpered a yell when the man placed a hand on my shoulder. I'm not going to hurt you, I promise. Come on, or I'll carry you inside. I shook madly when I came out of the bush. He looks like he'd hurt me. When he finally got inside, I was surprised. It was bright. There wasn't any cages on the floor, and it was clean, with no one inside. There was someone called Mile, though. I followed into a room and sat down when he told me to. I watched him open a metal rectangle and looked inside. What was in there? He took something, but I didn't know what it was. He placed it on what looked like desk before reaching into a drawer, pulling out a knife. I yelped and shrank into the chair, which caused the man to whip his head around. He frowned and ran a hand through my hair. I won't hurt you. He keeps repeating that, but that's what the guards always say. That's what the other prisoners I was with always said. He cut something off when I guess was food and put it into a metal box. He pressed some things on the box which made beeping sounds. And then it lit up, and the food... That's called a microwave. I'm so sorry. I looked at it in amaze, and the man seemed to notice. You don't know what anything is, do you? I looked at him and shook my head. He went to continue speaking, but the box beeped, causing me to jump. He took out the food and placed it in front of me. Oh my god, it smelled amazing. I didn't waste any time and dug into it like a wild animal. I haven't ever had anything else other than bread and maybe an apple, if it was good. Then the man chuckled, sitting across from me. Do you know what you're eating? I looked at him, shaking my head. It's meat chicken. I nodded and continued eating, clearing the plate in a matter of minutes. My name's Jeff, by the way. I looked up at him, licking away the food off my face. I looked down, stroking my tail under the table. I did when I was nervous. I opened and closed my mouth many times. I hadn't properly spoken, just screamed, whimpered, yelled, and made almost every terrifying sound known. I think I've forgotten how to speak, but I kept trying, and eventually I finally got sounds out. Gavin? I nodded. gripping my tail slightly and shaking, expecting a slap or something because I spoke, but it never came. Jeff looked at the time and quickly jumped up. Shit, I've been going to be late for work. Follow me. I did as I told when he walked off. He walked to the door and opened it, leading me inside. I want you to stay here until I'm home, okay? If anyone knocks at the door, I don't want you to answer it. Keep the door locked. He showed me how to lock the door when I looked confused and then left. I curled up in the nearest corner I could get to. This place may be safer, but I always find corners safe. I just hope they don't find me. They're probably looking for me. I didn't notice how tired I was until my eyes were closed and I soon fell asleep. That was a good chapter. I'm not going to read any more of this. That felt interesting, but that's all I'm just going to read today. I'm a fanfiction lover. I don't know why. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. I will read another fanfiction soon. Today.